you're noticing as far as the issues on the defensive side?
I thought the second quarter was turnovers, unforced turnovers, kicking the ball over the gym, up 15, lack of focus, gets them right back in the game. Third quarter, 66 points in the paint tonight, 72 points in the second half. It's just pride. No matter what defense you're in, you got to sit down and guard someone, and we didn't guard tonight.
That was my follow-up, expounding on that. How much of what we're seeing out there defensively just comes down to personal pride with the matchup.
That's got to be it. You can get beat, you can have a hard time guarding someone, but I didn't sense the pride. I didn't sense the competitive fire in the second half. No, I thought it was a lack of respect. We just got to learn from this and get better.
Greg Logan, Newsday.
Steve, with no Kyrie and the fact that Brown and Chioza spent most of the game on the bench, it seemed like you really didn't have a backup point guard for Karras. How much did that hurt, to kind of have Shamet, who's not really a point guard skill type of guy, running the second unit?
Well, we definitely are hurt by the loss of Spencer and Kyrie. But Landry was a point guard his whole life till he got to the NBA, so he can handle the ball. I don't think we did a good enough job trying to play for one another offensively. Too many quick shots, not enough attacking. We got to get back to work tomorrow and try to figure out how we can generate opportunities for one another instead of too many no pass possessions.
Brian Lewis, New York Post.
Steve, following up on what you were talking about, the pride aspect. You guys are 1-5, I think, against teams with losing records, and you're 4-0 against teams, with winning records. Is that showing a trend of your guys perhaps taking people a little bit too lightly at times?
It might be. I hope it's not. This is going to be a very unique season, and everyone's getting beat by everybody, and it's really important that we respect our opponents. We got up 15, and we played like we felt the game was over, and that's just gotta change. We got to learn from it. We got to toughen up and show a little more pride.
Malika Andrews, ESPN.
Hey, Steve, I saw a statistic where I believe this is the 6th different starting lineup that you've put out this season. I know you've said this is something that folks should expect, but what was the decision process behind that? And then secondly, well, we'll start with that.
Yeah, tonight I felt like I wanted to give our best players in the lineup early so that they could play the most minutes. It's hard for a guy to get his minutes when he comes off the bench in both halves. So, Joe's been playing great. Karras has been playing great. And, I just thought in order for them to get up to high minutes, they have to start in both halves, or else it's really hard to do. So that was the thinking there.
And then, we've talked about Bruce Brown as kind of being one of your defensive anchors, and he didn't see a whole lot of playing time tonight. What was the thought behind that?
Well, you 6 of one, half dozen of another. Other guys have shown, TLC and Joe have defended excellently this year. So tonight wasn't as good. We also need shooting. So you don't play shooters on a night where you're having trouble scoring. That's a problem. And those guys have defended well thus far. So, some nights it's just, we don't have a good game. And tonight was just a bad game, no matter who was playing and who wasn't playing.